Okay, this is the Unit 2 review from the packet, page 21, number 5. This is an expected value problem. You play a carnival game with 10 ducks in a pond. Some are marked on the bottom, 2 with stars, 3 with dots, and 5 with nothing. If you pick a duck with a star, you win $50. If you pick a duck with a dot, you win $20, but if you pick a duck with nothing on it, you win nothing. Create the probability model and find the expected amount you'll win. So I'm going to put outcomes as words. So like the first thing that they told us about were ducks that have stars. The second thing was a duck that has a dot. And then the third thing was a duck with nothing. The X value is how much we win, and we're not told a pay-to-play amount, so we are going to end up putting in the exact amount we would be told we're winning. So it says, if you pick a duck with a star, you win $50. So here, we'd put 50. My dog is outside barking. If you pick a duck with a dot, you win $20. So we put 20 here. If you pick a duck with nothing on it, you win nothing. So we get a 0 there. I'm going to let my dog in. So to find the probability, we want to talk about how many ducks there are total. So we have to add up the values. Dex, come on. How many total ducks are there? Dexter, come on. All right, you can stay. There were 2, then 3, then 5, right? So if we add all those values together, there are 10 total ducks. So that's our denominator when we want to deal with finding the probability here. If we're talking about the number that have stars, then there were 2 out of 10 that had stars. If we're talking about dots, there were 3 out of 10 that had dots. And if we're talking about nothing, it says there were 5 out of 10 ducks that had nothing. Now, it said create the probability model and find the expected amount you'll win. So the expected value, if you remember from the second supplemental topic, is equal to the sum of x times p of x, which means I have to multiply these pairs together and then add up each value that I come up with. So we said that we could either do that by hand, multiply 50 by 2 over 10, 20 by 3 over 10, and 0 by 5 over 10, and then add them together. Or we could put this in the calculator. I'm just going to remind you that this is what this probability means is really this. Plus, or what this formula means, not what this probability means. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so we would do this, either put this in our calculator, or we would actually go ahead and put x in list 1, and I just said list 1 and I wrote 2. I list 1 and p of x in list 2, and then e of x is x bar under 1 var stats on L1, comma L2, okay? So the value we end up getting when we figure this out and perform this math is 16. So we have an expected value of $16. It says, how much would you pay to play this game? And it says, think about the expected game from part A and how you still want to come out on top. So on top just means an expected value that's positive. So in order to come out on top, we would pay no more than, and then we literally are doing this math so that we have 1 cent left in the positive direction. So I take the expected value and I reduce it by 1 cent. So if I say in order to come out on top, I'd pay no more than $15.99, then every time I'd come out on top by 1 cent. And that's why this is considered an expected gain. Or if we figure in the pay to play in the X column, it's considered the expected value of the game. All right, keep watching for the rest of the review.